Hello guys, today I am here to review this Ford Endeavour sports variant. Difference between the regular Endeavour and this sport Endeavour is only color. It gets with all black theme on outside and interiors are same as the regular Endeavour. There are only few cosmetic changes and I expected Ford will offer a 3.2 liter diesel engine. But that didn't happen. It offers a 2 liter diesel engine which produces 167.62 bhp of max power and 420 newton meters of max torque. Massive Ford grille which is finished in piano black, and these are the headlights of the car. High beam gets the halogen unit and it gets with projector headlamp with LED DRL. And these are the fog lights which are halogen unit. And in this sport variant the alloys are also blacked out and the tire section is 265/60 R 18 inches, and it gets with this Endeavour batching. In earlier models the engine capacity was written over here, and these are the ORVMs, and it gets with halogen indicator on it. It looks odd on this, and this is the footrest to get inside. This gets with request sensor on the driver side and on the co-driver side. Here is the sports stickering, and this is the D pillar, and these are the rear tail lights which are finished in inverted C. They look very sharp, and below that we have 4WD batching over here, and all the parts are finished in piano black color. This is the rear tail lamp, and above that we don't have this shark fin antenna. We have the regular one, and boldly written Endeavour over here, which is also finished in piano black. It looks so huge from the back. This is the look of the car from rear, and I don't know why this is finished in white color. These are the real reflectors, and this is the side view of the car. It's so difficult to fit the whole car in one frame. Request sensor on the co-driver side, and that is me in the reflection. And let's get inside. Oh, it's so heavy. And this is the door opener, and these are the buttons to lock and unlock, and these are the power windows. We get this soft touch material on the door, and these are the bottle holders which can easily fit 1 liter bottle in it. And this is the piano black finish over here. The driver side gets the electronic adjust. If you can see, this is moving forward now and backward. Let's adjust the, yes, this is moving. And these are the controls for headlight. Beside that we have button to open the boot, and this is the button to control the ORVM. On the right we have controls to control the infotainment system, and huge steering with a Ford batching in the middle, and these are the controls to set cruise control. Above that we have the controls to control the instrument cluster, and this is to adjust the headlight leveler, and these are the wiper controls, and this is the instrument cluster. The speedometer is analog and rest of it is digital, and this is the infotainment system. It gets with ambient lighting in the car, and these are the controls to open the sunroof, and it gets with two reading lamps over here. Let's see about the sunroof in a bit. Let's concentrate on this. On the driver's side we get a light and a mirror over here, and on the co-driver side also we get light and mirror, and here is some space to keep your shades. And let's see the glove box. This is illuminated, and it has a good space in it. And above that this dashboard is finished in piano black, and this infotainment has a good touch feel. And this is the hazard light button. These are the volume and the AC controls. This part look like outdated. It would be good if it is finished in piano black. And this is the gear knob, and it also offers driving modes, which are sand, snow, mud and rock modes. These are the buttons to toggle through, and this is to set the 4-wheel or 2-wheel drive. And here we have illuminated charging socket, USB charging socket, and here is the regular 12-volt charging socket. And we even have this on left side, which is USB, and these are the twin cup holders, and this is the handbrake, and armrest is also made of soft touch material, and the space is very deep, and this is removable. Let's close, and this doesn't move forward and backwards. And these are the seats, which has good fabric in it, and this is the massive steering wheel. These are the reading lamps, one on the driver's side and one on the co-driver side. This seat belt is adjustable accordingly. It can go up and down, and this is the grab rail to hold on the co-driver side and the driver side. And we even have soft touch material on dashboard. It makes feel very premium, and it has a good stitching on it. This is the engine start stop button, which is also illuminated. And let's go into the rear seat. Same as the driver seat, which has soft touch material with bottle holders. Let's get inside. It is a very big task to get inside. The front seats are scooped out, as you can see, and we have a magazine holder over here, and the driver seat is all the way behind, and I am 5'10" feet long. There is a good enough space, but under thigh support is missing, and the cabin is wide enough, as you can see. This is the armrest. It's getting very difficult to open with one hand. It has 2 cup holders in it. These are the 2 cup holders. Let's close, and we have 3 headrests, and this is the reading lamp, and these are the AC vents. I like these AC vents very much. They are not finished in between front 2 seats, and this is the AC dial, and by this we can change the temperature. Below that we have 12-volt charging socket, and these are the AC vents which are on roof. Reading lamp. The button is illuminated. It gets with a Harman Kardon music system with 1 subwoofer and 1 amplifier, 4 tweeters and 4 speakers, which are placed on door, and 1 subwoofer is in the boot. The sound quality is amazing, and this is a knob to enter the 3rd row. Again, it's very difficult to open this with one hand. It's not very comfortable for adults, children would be okay in the third row. And now let's check out the boot. This is the boot with all the 3 rows up, and here we have 12-volt charging socket and a hook, and these are the buttons to retract the third row seats. As you can see, they are closing with a single press of a button. And now the boot space is increased very much. Easily 2 children can sleep inside. That's the amount of space it offers. And here is one hook to tie, and let's put the seats back. Below here we have toolkit, and let's see the spare tire. Here is the spare tire, and this is how it looks from down. This is the light, and let's put the seats back. And it even gets the automatic tailgate opener. With a single touch of a button, the boot will close. This is the button to close the boot, and we can adjust the opening height also to not touch the roof. These are the rear tail lights and a sports sticker over here. As for ARAI, it claims the mileage of around 13.5, but in real life it gives somewhere around 8 to 9. So the fuel tank capacity is 80 liters. On a full tank it can clock the 720 kilometers of range.